Okay, in this video I will show you how to do how to use labkit to segment the images. First, we have a folder of the images that are to be processed. In this MJ folder, we have several control and several treatment conditions, and inside each folder there are several files. These files are the raw image, such as CZI, or can be IMS. And first we need to convert them to TIFF files. So we run this converter, and next this folder to process. Yes. The input can be CDI or RMS or even TIFF, so it is very flexible, can convert among these conformats. So the IMS, the input is IMS. You can convert CDI to IMS, CDI to TIFF, or IMS to TIFF, or IMS to IMS. So the output is TIFF. And we want to extract OME TIFF. Always use OME TIFF, because next we need to crop a channel, because for the labkit training we need to extract only one channel. So I will show you how to. First we look at the images. So this is, we can see there are three channels. The first one, this is a base 2 staining. The second one, I think this is a neuronal map tool. And the third one is a DAPI. So today we are going to use labkit to train segment the DAPI and the base 2. So the base 2 is first channel and DAPI is third channel. Okay. So first we extract the DAPI. The DAPI is third channel, so we need to input here 2 and input here 3. Okay. Next we continue for the all. And
all task was finished.
Okay. So here we get the TIFF is this TIFF are the DAPIs. We can have a look. There are single channel of DAPI, right? Now we create a folder, DAPI TIFF, and move the converted files into this folder, and access this out, DAPI TIFF. And we also want to process the base 2, so we do the same process for the base 2.
Welcome.
IMS, from IMS to TIFF, and OME TIFF. The DAPI is, the base 2 is the first channel, so here we use 0, 1.
All task was finished.
Okay, here we get, these are the base 2, single channel base 2. Oh, what's the problem? Oh, something wrong. Let me try again. Okay. What's the problem? Base 2 is the first channel. Oh, it's no problem. It's no problem. Sorry. They're correct. These are not DAPI. For example, if you see this is base 2, because base 2 has a very strong intensity in the nucleus. So these are no problem. They are base 2. So create a folder base 2 TIFF, and move this TIFF to this folder, and access this out. It's here. Now we first train the DAPI. So we get several images, and we need to take this image out to a single folder. We mix them together because the batch process will they can only process images in this layout. It does not support further deep folders. Yes. So here is a mixture of the DAPI TIFFs from the different groups, and we need to take several examples from the controls and from the treatment. These examples are representative of every kind of scenarios you can imagine. For example, the DAPIs that are strong or weak, or are undergoing apoptosis or healthy, or dense or sparse. Anything. They need to represent every kind of possibilities. Yes, every kind of possibility. Take one at least. So here I will example. I will take three. Take three. Okay. To train these three images, you need to merge them as a single image. Because they are single these slices, so it is irrational to layer them together as this stack, because it does not make sense. It does not coexist in a single tissues, in a single field. So we need to mix them into a time lapse. The time lapse works better than these stacks in this scenario. So how to do this? We first go to the image stacks, slices, image to stack. Okay. So now we make it as a Z stack. Next, we change this stack as a TIFF. How do we change as a time lapse? So how do we change it? We need to hyperstacks. Stack to hyperstack. So the stack to hyperstack will give the order of the XYT, no matter what's the CZ or the XYT. So the channels, we have a single channel, and the frames is a T, is a time lapse. We have 3 time points. So slices is the Z stack. We have only single slice. This no problem. Okay. So in this, we keep this as 1 and 1. We keep the frames as a total 10 points. So we press OK. We get a new file. It looks nothing different, but the nature is different. It's already changed from a Z stack to a time lapse. And now we can input this. We can save. We can save this as a DAPI to TIFF. You can see that's a DAPI training labs. We first save it so that we will not lose it. Yes, it's saved here. And next we need to plugins, labkit, open current image with labkit. So here we open the labkit window. So this window, because it is a time lapse, so we can see in the bottom we can see the scroll bar. This means time lapse. If it is this stack, we should see a scroll bar on the right side, because it is single layer, so there's no scroll bar on the right side. So this is a labkit training interface. First, usually we click this to this multi-layered, because this is a 3-dimensional. In a 3-dimensional view, we can rotate, very free rotate. It's no good. So we make it as a normal view. And we'll click the settings so that for the other channels we can click see or not see. So we can see this is a DAPI training labkit. This is the image we selected for the training. And the second is the label channels that we need to label them. And to make the image sliders, we click S. We click the image and then click S. There will be a bar appeared. We can adjust this. The first is the current channel. The second is the label channel. So the first we can say adjust the intensity. Sometimes for the very dim images, we need to drag to very left to see it. It is very inconvenient, and it is very too much sensitive at the left corner. So we need to adjust a maximum. For example, the default is more than 30,000. We change at 1,000. Enter. So next with the maximum is 1,000, or if it's too little, we need to maybe 5,000, 4,000. Enter. So that the maximum is 4,000. So this will be easier for us to adjust the intensity when we view the images and during the training. Here we can see the labeling. There is a default. The default is a background and a foreground. That's easy to understand. Background and foreground is DAPI, and background is a black nothing. Now we need to draw some labels to tell the labkit to learn what's the foreground and what's the background. So click the second. This is the pencil. Click the pencil, and we can click the background and draw a background. Because we can adjust the brush. We suggest the brush to 3 or 2 or 3. Suggest is a 3. And next foreground, we need to draw on the DAPIs to let it learn that it is DAPIs. Okay, this is still too light, too bright. We change to 10,000. Okay, now it is more clear. So we draw or we can use the right click to drag, and scroll to zoom. Right to move. Right drag and scroll to move. So the foreground is here. We need to only draw a few lines. That's okay. Okay, here it draws. This is draws wrong. There is an eraser here. Erase. And go back to the pencil. And let's train. So first draw a few is enough, and train. To train it, click this classification, and there is this setting buttons. In the settings, first is use GPU accelerations. So this is to indicate whether your computer has a graphic card installed, independent graphic card. Because my laptop has no graphic card, so I did not tick. If you use EGS computer has a very powerful GPU, so you can tick this. And the dimension, you can select 2D or 3Ds. Because our image are single slice. This example is only single slice, so it is 2D, and it doesn't make sense to make the 3D. So it is 2D, and that's all we need to adjust. And click OK. And then click this triangle, it will start training. So after the training, it will show the trained results of the DAPI and background and DAPI. So we can adjust the channel to show the visibilities. This is the raw image. This is the labeling we draw. This is the segmentation results. We can merge the two together. We can see whether it is good or not. So this example, we can find that there are small dots that are wrongly identified as DAPI. So we can click the background and use pencil to label as background. They are not DAPI. And we can also see that the DAPI, there is a ruin. It is over enlarged, the prediction results. For example, let's hide the segmentation. See, it is over enlarged. So we use background to draw. Tell them that it is too over enlarged. And then we click this again. Okay, now we can see that the results is better, but we hide the raw images. We can see that for this DAPI it is broken. That's because this DAPI is too weak. So we need to tell them they are DAPI. So we use a pencil with foreground to draw. And then train again. Okay, we can see that now there is still a tiny hole. We can draw again, and that's over a little bit enlarged. We can use background to draw a rim, and you can also see that this is a little bit enlarged. Okay, I use eraser to erase this out. If you cannot see it clearly, I can show you the eraser. Erase. Okay, I will retry. Well, now it looks quite good, right? And pay attention to the connection between to the gap between the two DAPIs, because sometimes very frequently they are connected. The gap between the two DAPIs are connected, wrongly connected. And in this scenario it is okay, but if it is connected, you need to draw a background between the lines to tell the software that it is not connected. And yeah, okay. Next, we go to the next 10 point. Oh, it's already the second. So we go to the first 10 point. So we go to other 10 points and to look at the results if it is okay or not. If it is not okay, we need to further modify and train again. So we try this, do this again and again on the representative slices we selected until we are satisfied. And let's suppose say that I'm satisfied now. I will save the class files. Save class files. So after save, I can reuse for the future. So next time I can no need to treat anymore. If the DAPI looks roughly the same, I no need to train anymore. But I still need to make a brief test. I will show you how to test. I will save the DAPI classifier. Save it. So you will got a DAPI classifier files in here. And now we get this, and now we are going to do the batch processing. But I will close this interface panel, because I will tell you how to, when you do the next time, how to reuse this classifier for batch processing. Okay, for example, now we are going to do the batch processing. Again, for example, we have the DAPI TIFF from another experiment. Suppose it is another experiment that we want to segment. We take one image and open with labkit. Okay, we are going to reuse the DAPI classifiers. So first things, we need to remove all these labels and segment open classifier. We open the DAPI classifier. Okay, after you reopen it, immediately load this classifier and show you the results. So we have a look at that. Well, it is okay. So it means we can use the previous classifier for this batch of experiment. If it does not look okay, then it means the previous classifier is not could not be used. Need to modify. if this is the case, we can either redo the training and regenerate classifiers, or we can combine a few examples with the previous training labs, with the previous training files, to make more time lapse, to make it a larger training image. So this training will combine the previous experiment and the current experiment. So after they combine, they will be more powerful in predicting the DAPI nucleus. So that in the third experiment, in the third experiment, this classifier will be more powerful to predict correct DAPI in the third future experiment. Okay, so I will explain. So I will, for example, if this result is no good, this means the previous classifier cannot be used in this experiment. So what I will do now, let's close this first. We still have the previous training, the last training stacks, the 3 time points. We select the representatives. Now, for the second experiment, because the derivatives, we also take 3 or 2 or 4 representative ones. Okay. Now, what we need to do is to merge them together. We do the image. Sorry. First, we need to pick up the second experiment, the representative images. I will close. First, merge them together individually, then merge with a previous stack. Okay. For the second experiment, secondary experiment DAPI, we get the 3 representatives, and we do the image stacks, image to stacks. Okay. When we get a second training, we first save it. DAPI training labs, second part. Okay, we close it. So now we merge this. This is the first part, right? First experiment. This is the second experiment. So now we open this two, first and second. We need to combine them together. So first we try the stacks. Tools. Combine. So we get the first experiment and the second experiment. First experiment on the top and second experiment on the bottom, and combine vertically. We press OK. Oh, sorry. No, this one. Why there is another channel? Let me close this. Use these windows. Okay, redo. So the first has 3, and the second also has 3. Okay, let's image stacks tools. Combine. First in top and second on bottom. Okay. Sorry, it's not combine. It's concatenate. Sorry, it's wrong. Image stacks tools, concatenate. The first is in image 1, second is image 2. Okay, we got a time lapse of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 7. Right. This is the combined representatives from the first experiment and second experiment, and they have 7 slices, 7 time points. we need to also to convert to the time lapse. So the hybrid stack to hybrid stack. XYT with slices 1, but time frames to 7. Okay. Okay, we get this stack and we save. We save as a debit training first and second. First and second experiment. Okay. Now we can. Now the first and second is useless. You can delete now. Now we have a more powerful representatives from experiment 1 and experiment 2. And oh, sorry, I forgot to. Okay. Experiment 1 and experiment 2. I should. What I forgot to do is to save label files. Okay, let me show you how to save label files. Let's open this with labkit and draw some background and draw some foreground. Use erase. Draw some background, draw some foreground, and labeling. Save labeling. Okay, this is a DAPI labeling. Let's save the label. So the label stores everything we draw. So these are the pixels that each element is a pixel. Is a pixel in this set. So it describes the labels we draw. So when you merge from the first experiment and second experiment to make a larger representative stack for training, you need to when you merge them, you need to also to edit this labeling files. For example, so you need to only to edit this number, the max number. The max number here is 6. The 6 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it means 7. And you can see that 1023, in fact, it's 1024. It is the image resolution for this confocus. So stack is 6. So because this is already the merged, it's 7, it is 6. So if next, for the third experiment, we also want to add DAPIs, representative DAPIs from the third experiment and combine them together to make a more powerful training images. So after we combine them together and save as a new image of the DAPI training labs, first and second and third experiment.tif. And we delete every other TIFs and old TIFs, and we also need to update the labeling. We use a Notepad++. It is a free software. You can download and install, and you can Google and download and install. You can drag this open, and change the max to the current to the final merged. How many slices or time frames? How many? What's the number? So count is 6. Means there are 7 time points. And if the third experiment you pick 5 representative TIFs, so you just add this 5. Means 6 add 5 is 11 and save. That's how. Before you training again. So because this already the 6, I will not change it now. Okay, after. Okay, let's close. So that we have this training TIF, 7 layers, 7 time frames, and this labeling also correct with a 6 here. We just need to drag open and the plugins labkit, open current image with labkit. We can see that the labels go back. It was automatically loaded, detected and loaded, so that we have all our previous work not spoiled. We still have our efforts stored here. so that every joining will remains here. So that we can, at least in the previous experiment 1 part, experiment 2 part, they all effort all saved. And what we are going to do is going to do the experiment 3 part, which is on the most bottom part, and to continue our joining and training. For example, I will continue to train background. Background I will draw here. Foreground I will draw here. Before we train, before we draw, we need to predict. We found that this for the third batch, we need further training because the previous experiment 1, experiment 2, the labeling is equals to the classifier, or the labeling or the equals to the classifier cannot fit to the experiment 3. So we continue joining and train. Well, it's good, but you see this some over joining of the DAPI as settings. You see over DAPI. So background to correct. Train again. Well, it's much better now. And so we are looking at the representative image from the third experiment. And if the third experiment is okay now, we must also go back to see if the previous experiment, the training is still okay. Because sometimes we make the third experiment okay, the experiment 1 and experiment 2 is not okay. So we need also to correct our labeling if we found some unexpected. For example, this is unexpected with background. Draw. Train again. It is much better now. So every time we may make an update of the training, we always go from the first to end to check, make sure that they are as correct as possible for all the history of our experiments to make this classifier more stronger. And when we are satisfied, we must save labeling, correct the save labeling. Why the labeling is not, or we need the labeling to overwrite the previous old labeling. And we can also save classifiers. Save classifiers to here. Because this is already the old classifiers, we want to update, we just overwrite. Okay, now the classifier is overwritten, and we can see that usually the classifier is after you with the more joining and editing the classifier, the size of the classifier will increase. And now for the third, now that we got a powerful labeling and classifier, we will close it. So this is the classifier is the most powerful. We can rename. See, we can rename. Oh, for the labeling, rename. Oh, for the labeling, we can. I think it's better to without the teeth. Let me try. Plug in labkit. Open current image with labkit. Oh, it is not overloaded. Sorry. So I should not rename arbitrarily. So let's keep the image and then reopen the labkit. Well, it is auto-loaded. Okay. So next we are going to do the for every experiment before we train, we make sure that the classifier and labeling are good, and we are start to do the batch predicting of all the TIFF images we have. We first create an empty folder, output, DAPI output. Okay. So this is a third. Suppose this is a third experiment, and we have just optimize our classifier. Now we are going to the batch processing. So, okay, before the batch processing, we need to a demo image. We can input any image we like. For example, we can arbitrarily pick an image. If the image is too large, I even suggest you crop it. In fact, I crop this. Control-Shift and D. You duplicate to a small one and close this one. So it's a temporary image, and we just open the labkit. Open current image with labkit. Now we are going to do the batch processing. To the batch processing, we need to load the classifier. First, we need to remove all the current labeling. And the segmentation open classifier, we open the classifier. We just saved this classifier. Open. Okay, after you open it, immediately load it and immediately process this image because it is small, so it is very fast. And now the computer is idle now, so it is not busy. Now we can start to do the batch processing. Because this image is useless, we are not going to use it. It's just to activate the environment. Now we can go to others, batch segment. Okay, input directory, we use this that images that are flattened together. Control-C, Control-V, and for the output directory, we use an empty output. Control-C, Control-V. You can also use a browse to select. Okay, that's okay. Okay, now it's start. Sorry. Okay, now it already started to process to the output folder. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images to processing, and we can see the output. Wow, it's already 5 output. Okay, it's done. It's finished. Okay, we can close now. So these images, when we open in the Fiji, we can see that it is a 8-bit image type, 8-bit, and when we adjust the brightness and contrast. Image adjust brightness contrast. Okay, we will drag this to 2 because these are very there are only 1. This is 0. This is 1. So that we need to adjust to see in order to see them. So this is an image. This is a mask image for the this is a mask image for the IP channels. Now I will do training for the base 2. Base 2. Right. Let's select. Let's put the base 2 channel TIFF together, and select some representative ones. Open. And stacks, image to stacks. Sorry. Image, stacks, image to stack. Okay, image to stack. This is the base 2. And then stack to hyper stack. The slash is always 1, frame is 4. XYT. Okay, so this is a time lapse. And plugins labkit, open current image with labkit. Okay, let's go back here. Settings, S. Sorry. Oh, I didn't. I forgot to close the very small images. Sorry. So let's redo. 1, 2, 3 select representative images. Image stacks. Image to stacks. Okay. Oh, this is familiar. The previous one looks weird because there is a small tiny one that cannot compatible with the size of these 3 images. Okay, we're gonna stack image, stack to hyper stack, XYT, 1, 3. Okay, and we save. we must save for all the experiment, all the representative experiments, all the representative image from each experiment. We must save the pick up images. Base 2 experiment 1 pick up. Save this. And now plugins labkit or come with labkit. Okay, this base 2. Press S. Okay, because base 2 there are nucleus and cytosol staining, so we need to label. First background. We draw some pencil. Use a pencil to draw some background. And foreground. Here is the foreground. Okay, eraser. Background. We also want to draw the cytosol. So cytosol, we can say the cytosol is very small, so that it's a little bit hard to identify which is positive one. We can click this. This is a smooth. This make it more smooth, so we can see that the dense looks like that. So we use foreground and use pencil to draw, or we can brush size, make it a smaller one. First pencil or eraser. Pencil. This is the image. These are the base 2 cytosol dots of the base 2. The eraser. Okay, background. These are the cytosol background. Cytosol background. And for this intermediate signals, I suggest only pick the strong or medium strong ones. Okay, let's train. Yeah, then correct. If you think this is base 2, you can, and it is missing, you can draw. Right? This is a base 2. And if something is mistakenly labeled as base 2, you can also draw the background. Correct it as a background. And then again. Okay, I think this looks much better now, but this is too crowded, and it should be background. So you use background to draw. Background. Oh, eraser. Background. Okay. Yeah, it is better now, and this should be background. Okay. And other, you see that you can hide the channels to see if it is okay. If it is okay, you can go to the next slide to see if the next sample is also okay. Oh, this is too crowded. Background. Retrain. Okay. If this is a foreground, you can label as foreground. Try again. So important thing is every time you just do very little amendment, then train again. Do not overdraw. Do not make too much, very much amendment before you train again, because it is useless. It is usually useless to draw too much, and it will increase, will cause the classifier file will be too large and will slow the speed of the image processing. So always try many times, but each time only make tiny modifications, several tiny modifications. Do not go the other way around. Okay, I think this should be a background. Wow, it's much better. And for the inside the nucleus, so it depends on how do you think it is background or foreground. Background. So this shows base 2 for the so now we get this, and we look through all the 10 points, and until we are satisfied with all the images. Now, now the most important part is save labeling. Always save labeling and save, and save classifier. So this is a base 2 classifier. Let me see. Base 2 experiment pickup. Okay, we got the base 2 classifier and base 2 labeling. Okay, so now we do a batch processing for this base 2. We can close this and then open an image and crop a very tiny one and redo the things I mentioned before. But we can also directly go to the batch. No need to wait. Base output, base 2 output. This is the images we are going to process. Base 2 output. See. Okay, it's already begin processing. Let's see the output. Wow, so fast. It will be much faster in EJ's computer. Maybe 10 times to 100 times faster. Okay. Okay, now we can close now. So these are the base 2 masks we got. What's the problem? Image, contrast, brightness, contrast. Okay, this is base 2, and we have the DAPI. We also have the DAPI output. Right. We can merge them together. Have a look. Color merge channels. 5 TIFF and 5-1 TIFF. Because this the two images are with the same name. ImageJ does not allow two images have the same name, so it add a -1. But it's no area. Create composite. Okay, so this is the DAPI and the base 2. So the green one is DAPI, and the red one is base 2, and the yellow is a merge. We can see that the DAPI looks for this example, the DAPI looks a little bit larger than the base 2 nucleus localization. This is good because to quantify the cytosol base 2, we need to move the nucleus base 2 by the DAPI mask, and the DAPI mask should be a little bit larger to encapsulate all the nucleus base 2. So this is very good. Yes, you can see that this perfect mask out the DAPI mask perfect mask away the nucleus base 2, and so we close it. So with these two images, we can do the further processing using the Imaris ImageJ to do some downstream processing and analysis. So in this video, so the summary is that we convert the raw image to select a channel out and as TIFF files, export the channel as TIFF files, and we take representative images and to combine and do a training and get the labels and the classifiers. We can reuse them in the next experiment if we found the previous classifiers that's not good. And we get the mask output files, and this mask output folder. This folder are the materials required